Once upon a time.
They are beautiful and precious creatures that should never be harmed.
Is that special teams?
More forwards!
Epic fail.
I mentally don't get crazy.
More like, shoot me in the head.
Hopefully they know what hockey is.
I got you something to celebrate our very first episode.
Okay.
So, okay, but I thought this would help you, not the blanket.
Not the blanket.
This, however, is your own Hockey Guys kit.
That's a thing!
Yes, it's a whole thing.
Did you get it off the internet?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because we live in Texas.
Okay, so imagine us having 5 hours of laying down ice and paint. Our own hockey ring.
But only made out of frozen water. This is made out of frozen water. Nothing else.
No,
frozen water. Okay.
Look, I think there's too many men on the ice. There's one puck, one referee, 4 forwards, 4 centers, 4 defenders, and 2 goalies. I don't know what the difference is between a forward and a center and a defenseman, except for how they're positioned on.
Well, I think that's the thing.
The place the thing?
Those are the defensemen.
Why?
Because there's only 2 of them. Okay, so we have on the ice at any one time for a single team.
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 forwards.
Right.
2 defensemen, 1 goalie.
Right.
Flying V goalie center. The 3 forwards, there's 2 or 3 different positions depending on how you count them.
Okay.
So there's the center, who's in the center. And then there's the wingers. The wingmen. Yeah. Where they help the center get dates. There's a left wing and a right wing. So that, players play one or the other usually.
Okay, well, how do you decide which is left and which is right? If I'm facing one way, left is one way, right's the other.
So which side of the center they're on? So if the center is facing that way, because they're going that way.
Okay.
Then on the center's right.
Okay.
Is the right wing.
So this is my right wing and my left wing?
Yes. Yeah. So the center is usually the one who takes the face off. Because they're in the center.
Right.
The defenseman depends on, okay, first of all, it depends on who your coach is as whether or not you even have defensemen.
Right.
Because there are some teams that are like, more forwards! We stole them from the other side! It's totally cool. Generally, if your coach and GM know how hockey works, then you have 2 defensemen. The defenseman's job primarily is to keep the other side from scoring.
Okay.
The forward's job is to score for their team.
Gotcha. Okay.
If you have a team like the Blackhawks, the defenseman's job is to win an entire playoff series. The only person in charge of defending the net is Corey Crawford. Because he don't need no help. Generally speaking, they keep the puck away from their net.
Okay.
And they try and get the puck to the other net.
Okay.
And they fight against each other to do that. So what other questions do you have?
How do they decide what position you're going to play? Like when you're starting hockey, like how do you decide that?
Well, I mean, it depends. If you're a child and you can't skate backwards, they're probably not going to put you on defense. Because a whole lot of defense is skating backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can't skate backwards, generally you're not going to be a defenseman. Goalies are special snowflakes. You don't always just end up as a goalie. It takes a certain level of special snowflake.
It's not like Denny's. It's not a place where you end up. It's a place that you go to. It's like a Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
It's more like that one diner in the basement of that really tall building downtown that's kind of sketchy and has a lot of health code violations, but nobody really knows
in
about
Dallas,
it.
we call it the Record Grill.
And so people, it was featured on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, so you kind of heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not really sure you want to go there because it's kind of sketchy looking. But the few brave souls who were like, that looked like fucking delicious meatloaf. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna go find it. I'm gonna wander around. I'm gonna find that back alley entranceway. And then by the time you get down there, if you took a friend, your friend may be like, dude, this is sketch. I'd be like, no, next time we're going to Applebee's. But you get that one person who gets down there like, this is the most delicious meatloaf I've ever had. That's a goalie. In terms of center and wingers, honestly, at the Pee-wee level, center is usually the best player.
Okay.
It depends. And it also depends on what the team already has. So if you've got a new kid to the team and they're really good, but you've already got your older centers on the team, they may stick the kid on the wing.
Okay.
And that kid's name may be Tyler Sagan.
Which one has the most fun?
Personally, I really like Meatloaf.